What's up, guys? Mr. Old School Rider, come back at y'all guys one more again for Flexing for Less, the new channel on my YouTube stream. This go primarily deal with clothes, shoes, accessories, and stuff like that. Like I told y'all before, I took some of the classics from the Mr. Old School Rider channel and put them out here for Flexing for Less. I ain't want you guys to get all confused and stuff like that. Even though everything goes together, but hey, other than that, you see this old school Nike Classic box. Right now, these are the shoes that started all, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Man, what was that back in 19, I'm gonna say 89 or something like that. I was in no, hold on. I'll say 1989. It was when first school started. All the years I was wearing these all brand shoes from Payless, the dollar store, grocery store, stuff like that. Back then you could still get shoes from the grocery store. Man, we were so poor I couldn't even get Chuck Taylors, man. And Chuck Taylor's been around forever. I couldn't even get used Chuck Taylors. But third grade changed the game on you, boy. These are my first pair of Nikes. My mom actually bought these, even though she wasn't around like that. She was, hey, I ain't finna go into that. It's gonna be another subject for another day. Hey, oh well. Right now, these not the exact shoes I worn back then. That would be kind of silly. But I seen them at Foot Locker recently. I had to go ahead and get them. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. These ain't the shoe. Right now, this ain't your Jordan. These ain't no Air Max. These just a regular pair of Nikes. I know you guys go probably say, man, you got some dope mans in that box. Ain't nobody stupid. Listen, no, I don't. Check this out. These what you call your Nike Classics. Just a regular basic Nike shoe. Adidas, everybody else got their own classic type of shoe. It kind of reminds you of an Air Force One almost, or something like that. Or maybe like a dope man, Adidas, something like that. But these some just regular Nike classic shoes. You call your tennis shoes. No, it's what they just some regular shoes called the Nike Classics. Some people say, man, you got some Air Force Ones? No, you got some dunks. I couldn't even get no dunks, man. Some fucking Nike Classics. I ain't know no better. It was all good with me. Everybody else had Jordans and everything else or whatever. I ain't even care, man. I'm so damn glad to have some name brand shoes. I knew some name brand shoes gonna last for a while. These just your regular Nike Classics. These are the shoes I was telling you about. Man, some people say, nigga, you ain't doing shit. You barely got Nikes. Barely got Nikes. Like, man, I got fights because of that, man. I still got Nikes, nigga. Fuck what you talking about. And my leather feels softer than your shoes. Man, that leather's too soft. It don't make no sense. Didn't nobody try these on. I got these at Foot Locker for, you guess what, $29.99. What? I know the Nike trying to retro down on every shoe they had. I mean, they need to retro some of the David Robinson shoes, not the other ones everybody got. We talking about these was like in 2015. These was sitting for a while. I know. I'm looking at the dates on them. This one made in Indonesia, of course. People ain't gonna get these. They gonna get the dope mans. The Cortez. They retro on the hell out of the Cortez. They even brought the original style back to Forrest Gump's Cortez. But somehow they slid the Nike Classics in the door. I mean, it's the logo and all the stuff they had back in the 80s. Hey, I paid $29.99 for it. Ain't nothing too special about it. They comfortable as fuck, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was wondering why I kept buying Stan Smith Adidas and all these other shoes. It was reminding me of the Nike Classics I had back in third grade, back in 89, 90. Wore them shoes all year round. I couldn't afford to get a second pair of shoes. I had to take care of those shoes, man. I told them bitches up. They gave up in the summertime, man. I'm trying to think what the heck I got in fourth grade, man. I think I ended up getting something. I think I ended up getting some Dunks. I got clown for that too, like, man, them shoes not even in style no more. You got some Dunks. Come on, man. Then after that, I got some Air Force Ones in the fifth grade when I went to another school. That's when all the hood kids and the kids from the rural area schools came together in this one middle school. That was hell, man, for a little bit. But, they was fucking with me out a little bit later. It took a while for people to get hip on to me. But, people already knew. But I got clown for these shoes, man. I wore my, what you call that? I'm trying to think. Your field day. I won the field day in these shoes. 2 years in a row in these and some Dunks. PE class. I knew I had speed. I just couldn't put it together all the way. Man, excuse me. If people actually cared a little bit more about me, maybe. If we had a little bit more money, man, I could have been to some camps and stuff like that. I didn't realize this stuff till later. Other people's a little bit more advanced, but I was always at the cusp. Just right there, man. I just needed a little bit more. But, everything worked out the way it's supposed to be. Excuse the voice. Still sick. These are my first, actually. These are like the actual pair of shoes. This is the same style of shoe and everything that I wore back in fourth grade. If it was the same exact shoe, it'd be half of this size, of course. But, I wear a size 11 now. It depends on the shoe or whatever, but Nike Classics, everybody. That's what started the monster. Got him. You know what? Actually, fifth grade, I had some Chuck Taylor. I just thought about that. That's why I was getting clown. I had to wear my older brother's shoes. I was flopping around. I was wearing Chuck Taylors. That's when I went back to Converse, fifth and sixth grade. After that, but seventh grade, I was still wearing Converse, but I was wearing. They came out with those a few years ago, but they really didn't sell. Those React Juice Converse, those Larry Johnsons. I wanted a pair of those so bad, but I wasn't going to pay no $130 for them. I knew if the shoe store was going to send them back, they was going to go back to Converse so they can put them in their outlet store. They didn't even make it to the outlet. They just sent them back to Converse, and Converse destroyed the shoes. I was so damn mad. You catch me every now and then on eBay or maybe on other sites. They want an arm and a leg for them, man. I can't pay $100 and something for no React shoes. I mean, I paid $70-some back there. Nah, man. But, I was Larry Johnson, all them shoes to ninth grade. That's when everything else started coming through. But this is a shoe that started all back in 89 and 90, man. The Nike Classics. Like some of the people say, nigga, you barely got Nikes on. They Nikes. Now they say... Now, back in the early 2000s, when the Dunks and all that stuff came out, my former classmates were talking about, man, I remember you had some of these back in the day, boy. You was head of your time. Like, man, y'all was clowning, man. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, you should have kept them shoes. You make some money. Get whatever. But, some of the people can barely, now we older, some of these people can barely buy Nikes now. What they are. I'm humble, you know what I'm saying? But, some other people in my position say, man, you can barely buy Nikes down with your old broke ass. But I ain't tripping, man. Some of the people, they need some shoes or whatever. Man, I'll give you the shoes off my feet, man. I ain't tripping, man. I'm humble. I'm going to wear my stuff. I'm going to floss and flex. But I ain't going to rub it all in your face and stuff. You ain't going to know what it is until you pull the leg up or the tongue or look at the bottom of my shoe like, man, you did that. Other than that, your boy Mr. Old School Rider for flexing for less. Barely got Nikes, but these ain't the only Nikes I got. We got J's and all that stuff over here, boy. I'm telling you. What? We got Jordans over there. We got Air Force One, Balenciagas. You see that bag over there, you already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we ain't tripping with that. And the white Levi's. The white Levi's go with every damn thing. We're gonna holler about that later. About these Levi's $5, $6 coming back. Finally. Deuces.